So for today's lesson, we will be learning about the roles of the letter A, H, and K in quadratic functions of the form of vertex form. Before we start, you must be wondering what I'm talking about, so let me tell you. Vertex form is a math equation to find the vertex, which is the highest point or lowest point of a curved line, which we'll get into that later. With this equation, it can help you find how high you kicked or threw your ball into the air and how far it went from your original position. So to talk about the equation, it is written as y equals a bracket x minus h bracket square plus k. Each of these letters, not including x, has a special role in the graph. The letter a determines if the graph will grow taller or shorter. If the letter a's number is greater than 1, it stretches, meaning it gets taller. If it's below 1, it compresses, which means it gets shorter and wider, as well as if the graph will flip upside down. If the letter A has a subtraction sign in front of it, it will flip upside down. The letter H determines the graph if the graph will move right or left, and also depends on the number. If the number is above 0, it moves right. If it belows if the number is below 0, it moves left. And finally, the letter K determines if the whole graph will move up and down. If the value of k is positive, which means it's above 0, it will move upwards. The parabola slash graph will move upwards. And if the k value is below 0, it will move downwards. So, looking at these equations, especially here at the bottom, I wrote the sign in the brackets will change. So, when doing vertex form, it's you need to understand that when writing the vertex, the value in the brackets here, so in this case subtraction, the value of h whole will become positive h, and this here, positive k, will just be k. So that's the vertex. But if this subtraction sign was positive, it would change this whole thing. It would turn h here with a minus sign in front of it, and leaving k as the same as this. Now, using this equation can help better understand another math equation called standard form, which is the original form from vertex form. And this equation can help the world as it helps construction workers build up new buildings or even something fun like roller coasters. So, for example, with roller coasters, construction workers can use this type of equation to determine how high they can make the roller coaster and how far it will go. So let's say this is the ride when you're going up to its maximum height, like peak here. That's the max height of the roller coaster. Think of the Leviathan. You're going up that big hill and you're stopping there before dropping down. This right here, where I circled, is the maximum. So basically, with vertex form, it could help build more fun stuff like roller coasters or even create new buildings or bridges for us to use. So, thank you for listening, and I hope you understood something about vertex form.